Hello, I'm Diane. I'm almost 40. I'm a mom. I recently lost my job and I also want to be an artist. So I figured I could do a tour of my Filofax setup for this summer to show you how I organize my life and how I tie the bits and pieces in my day-to-day life. I'm autistic. I also have ADHD. So if you like me and you want to see what works for those kind of periods where you transition to something else, I don't know yet what it is, but let's figure it out. So this is a Filofax burnt orange in personal size. That's the size it works best for me because it's not too heavy, but I still have room to work with. So this is a postcard from an artist I really like that I punched and used as my dashboard. This is a brand I'm currently working on that I created. It's mostly t-shirts with dark art and symbols inspired by tarot and stuff like that I really love. So if you're interested, I can leave the link. And this is one of my business cards I designed. I think I have some post-its. And yeah, that's some stickers of my band. So I'm just covering the face of my daughter. So in this pocket I have just a photo of her and tarot card. That was my tarot card for the year, the Chariot. Here I have a color code, which you can find here on the tabs. I will explain later. I have a drawing for my daughter, another drawing, and then here I have an inbox. I also have like half sheets of paper that I can just take like this. Sometimes I have really low executive function and just open the disk of the Filofax to change some info. I don't want to do it. I'm lazy like that. But I have this. I have cut just with a scissor to the holes so I can do this. And I have some notes for the week. So as I was saying, I have an inbox with some paper. I also like to cut some pieces of paper that I love the prints as scrap paper. I have a lot of different colors. And then this is my week. Also, I have always a sheet of paper in the middle of my week so I can take notes to stuff I have to do. It's also color coded. And I have the same for next week, which I can just move around if I need to. Up. And then I have my dailies. This is an old calendar from 2025 that I didn't use, but I just put some stickers there and redated it. So I have a timeline and stuff I've got to do, so nothing really special. I have only 3 months because I don't need to bulk all my planner with that. And then I have like the color coding for every area of my life. I change the color code when I need to. Sometimes I decide I need 10 different colors, sometimes it's just 5. So the blue is for job search, the green is for all the art projects I have going on. And sometimes like I'm in the train or I'm out and about and I have an idea, so I can just draw it really quickly for future reference. That's just like small thumbnails or video ideas. Yeah. This is for the brand I'm currently working on, the music and personal stuff. So again, a recipe for cocoa chicken salad, great in summer. I have a pocket with the stickers for color coding what I need to, and this was a card for my last job. So there it is. And for writing, I always have caran d'Ache. Ballpoint pens, they're really efficient, sturdy, and like I live in Switzerland, so that's almost like an official brand. Yeah, they're really great. I really recommend them. And that's the system I take everywhere with me. And when I work at home, I also have a bigger agenda. So I need to take this out because that's none of your business. So again, that's the brand I'm currently working on, and I use this as like time tracking. Again, all is color coded. This was like my ideal week while I'm looking for a new job and working on my art. And yeah, that's like for project planning. I have a Stalogy. I love those. They're really, how do you say that? They're really flexible and soft. And that's where I put all of my ideas, caption for social medias, ideas of reels, what I need to do. I'm currently also doing a program with a coach, so how to sell stuff online with a business. And yeah, that's like a lot of reference and to-do lists. And I'm a bit late because I need to backfill this, but that's my main journal. That's Kinbor. I really love Obonichi products, but except for the Han Gingan cover, they don't have like flexible cover, and that's really what I like. So the Kinbor is a good alternative because it's like an Obonichi. I can show you a blank spread. It's really similar to the Obonichi. This doesn't have the weekly pages, it only have the day. The paper is really great. And I don't know why, but I have less pressure. Like I always fear to mess up the beautiful Tomoe River paper. This is not Tomoe River paper, so I have less pressure. Let's see. Sometimes just my days look like this. Just note about the events. Sometimes it's decorated, and sometimes I like to write about what I work for the day. Like I like to write, for example, there what I did for my art, what I did for my band, just to be sure I'm leading a more creative life. So I'm just also noting there what I've drawn, if I played music and what I did, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not done yet, but I'm working on it. I hope you liked it, and just don't hesitate to tell me if you want to see more of my notebooks. Have a nice day. Bye bye.